Tell me, O Muse, of the many heroes from many places who wandered the many ways of the sacked sacred city of Arden.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 52nd expedition of the Arden Vulgaris campaign. It is the 20th of Lucrios in-game. How are we doing today?
Pretty good. Yeah. Let's go mess with some monkeys.
Yeah. Great. Who are you two players?
I'm Adam. I am bringing Mira the Witch. She currently has 2 hirelings. Relixios the Wizard, who is actually someone that Lewis is trying to hire, and then Draldor the Dwarf townsperson.
Mm-hmm.
And I am Paul. I'm playing Amir today, level 3 druid. And I have 1 hireling as well, Anchovy, the robber thief.
Hi. Possibly swooned by your visions about one of the treasures of Thorkinja. Or maybe just your money. They're along for the ride. Right. So the plan today, can someone spell it out for me?
Yeah, so in some downtime, Amir did some fact-finding, vision questing on the vision he received from the 1,000-year-old scarred tree, and received a vision of, and maybe you can talk this up a little bit too, Eric, but received a vision of some treasures, like specifically like that sickle thing, and received some indication that it may be in a baboon tower that we've seen on the east part of the city, and also that there's somebody responsible, Gerlad or something like that. Maybe Gerlad's in possession of this thing or stole this thing.
Yeah, no, that's a great summary. Are we starting from Gosterwick or are we starting from the Goblin Town?
I believe we are in Gosterwick.
Yeah, Mira's in Gosterwick ever since we took those cultists back there.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Brilliant. Well, you got to travel some to get up to Ardenville. So let's go ahead and do that now. So you remember there's no encounters or anything until you get to the stairs.
How long does it take us to go up the stairs?
It's a time passes situation. It's
Well,
probably about two. It's about 2.5 hours. You're going up 1,500 feet.
While we're going up these stairs, I said I wanted to do this last session.
Yeah.
And I never ended up doing it. This character is not well suited for it. But it might make a decent oath. Like, I could do an oath to go and stand in the hand of Arden. I keep wanting to do that.
Okay. That's not an oath, though. Mostly because you don't have a priest.
Oh, okay.
Or a seer to hear your claims.
Amir's like, yeah, that'd be cool someday. Yeah. Do that.
Yeah. I'll pass on it again for now. I really want to do it, but this character is not well suited for it.
Yeah. Perhaps you are full of auspicions and braggadocio thinking about doing it. But you notice that there's a small contingent of baboons just hanging up on the wall.
Like on the stairs midway up the wall or something?
Not even near the entrance. They're actually like scurried over the one of the major stone lads. So like they're hanging up over like in Vol. If I bring you over to the tower, kind of like an orange, kind of like my thought. They're just kind of up here. Just hanging out. They're not harassing you or throwing rocks or poo or anything of that nature. They're just kind of vibing.
Yeah. Do we just want to walk up past them?
Yeah, I mean, maybe Amir can, communicate with them, like, just passing through, no harm, whatever, just so there's no confrontations.
Yeah. A small piece has been forged as you climb the stairs. For how long after that remains to be seen. Make it up to the stairs, no problem. No harassments or haranguings to be had as you arrive into the city of Arden through the south gate. Would it surprise you all to hear some buzzing coming from that western tower? Inoculating droning of wings, or innocuous.
Oh, these are going to be those sting bats or whatever. People got hit by swarms of them.
Yeah, they've been a problem coming up through a couple times. I wish that hermit had taught us the thing to get rid of them, to mosquito repellent.
Yeah, would my background as a hermit teach me how to make like a repellent for these things? Make it so they don't want to come at us?
Yeah, you draw deep into your genetic memory of all hermits to come up with that. No way, dude.
I figured I lived in the woods for a while. I
Yeah.
might know something.
Maybe they have stingbats in these woods.
Nothing. Yeah, to fashion up a proper insecticide kind of thing, or a insect repellent, really. Yeah, it will. I think the issue for that is that it probably requires materials you don't have on hand.
Mm-hmm.
Given that it's, if you're a hermit in the swamp or stuff like that, it probably requires swamp. Oh, you kind of are in a swamp.
Yeah, and I have cauldron, so I can conjure a cauldron in order to brew something if I need to. Little bubbling cauldron pops up at my feet if I want it.
Yeah. If you're cool with taking a short jaunt to go pick up some, I don't know, like king's foil or something like that in the swamp, crack open a few cattails, get that stuff in the cauldron brewing. I'd be cool with that. Give yourself a better reaction.
Mint works. In real life, mint works really well for it.
Yeah.
Burning mint. But yeah, we can take a little bit of time to get that. But we have to get past this tower right now, right?
Yeah, well, nothing's coming out of the tower. You just hear the hum.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was like as we approach, we can hear these things, and it's like, don't go closer because it's dangerous.
Oh, yeah, no. What you said is true. As you approach, you hear them, but it's also like they are just buzzing. It's not like they're getting, more frequency or flying out and being like, what the, something's near, defend the nest kind of situation. They're just, vibing in their nest.
All right. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, who better than a witch and a druid to whip up some repellent?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, you got the time, the tools, and the training.
And then I have an empty bottle and an empty flask if we wanted to fill them with insect repellent that we might make.
Nice.
So, yeah, we'll go and spend some time picking things out of the swamps and by the lake.
Yeah, I think I would make them have a morale test, and if they stuck around, they still get like a malus to their attacks or whatever. Probably the gist of it.
Kind of like dealing with the ghouls, just reverse.
Right. Not as strong as that, but yeah, like they're probably like a -1 to their attacks or something. If they, save the morale test miraculously. Great.
Who knows? Maybe we can trade it to some baboons for a cool bone sickle.
Yeah, totally fair trade.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're out hanging out somewhere near the Great Lake.
Yeah. Probably up in this area.
Yeah, it's quiet.
All
The
right.
dragon isn't flying, but the two wyverns are.
All right.
Maybe we're trying to not, being a little sneaky. We've got the rogue with us.
Yeah.
We're not looking for a fight. We're not trying to stand out.
You're rolling 5 deep. That's probably more than what a wyvern wants to handle.
Okay.
If anything, the wyverns probably want the baboons rather than armed people. All right, what would you like to do?
I mean, Amir would help with any collection, foraging, whatever, to help Mira.
Yeah, so we're gonna collect it, and then we're gonna immediately turn it into this repellent. If we can, we'll go to like a nearby empty ruin, and I'll cast Cauldron and then brew some up.
Yeah. I'm saying you've already done all that.
Oh, okay. We've already done all that?
Yeah, with times, tools, and training, it's done.
Okay.
And nothing harasses you in the time. So you're good.
Yeah, so we're going to want to go up to Baboon Country then.
So, yeah.
Nice.
So, probably go up near the Tower of Scrutiny and then take this road east down there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Or do we want to go cross country and see if we can find anything in one of these ruins?
There's plenty of partially intact structures and ruins to investigate in Baboon Country. You just all never came up this way.
Go that way.
Okay.
I mean, we could go around the wall and see kind of what's... We could kind of stick to the wall, we could go through the middle, or we could cover ground that we've already covered.
We could peek at some towers and stuff in the wall as we go, right? Until we get there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say from the south gate, we'll just follow the wall until we reach a tower. And then we'll poke around at it. Can I send Batsy flying into towers to see what it finds? Or Patches, that's what my bat's name is.
Yeah. All right. It does not take a long time before Patches returns. Less than a minute, maybe. They're squeaking about a ruin they found. Something interesting, and you can get kind of when you get close, you can kind of tell there's some sort of smell coming from it. There's no like baboons. It just smells kind of like not necessarily wet dog, but definitely smells like wet fur or like wet cloth. You kind of hear it fluttering in the wind a little bit, flapping. Let's say Amir, you're the first one to spot inside this ruin. There's almost like an entire part of this wall, like the back wall of this ruin is a tapestry.
And this is like not one of these towers against the this exterior wall, but like
one of the buildings. Yeah,
one of the buildings here.
Yeah, it's a partially intact tapestry. By your recollection, it's probably say about 10 feet, 10 feet by 10 feet. So it's like it's a portion of a tapestry.
I'll point out the tapestry to everybody. Is there anything on the tapestry? Is this just like generic tapestry, or is there
no? Sorry.
a
Yes.
depiction or?
Yeah, so it's an Arcantian depiction of definitely of Arden. And specifically you can see that like kind of Arden is kind of in the middle and surrounded by cheering kind of warriors.
Mm.
And you can see that it says sing the song of Arden.
Ooh, that might be valuable. Sing the Song of Arden. Do we know anything about the Song of Arden?
No, you don't. I mean, you know plenty of songs about Arden. You just have no way of being like, what is the song of Arden?
Mm. Well, while everything is interesting, I'm not sure.
I mean,
if
this
the
is
mirrors
treasure.
immediately like dive into it. I don't know. Sorry.
This is treasure, right? Like, we should try to get this if we can.
Yeah, this is definitely treasure.
Okay. Well, let's poke our heads in then.
Yeah,
Amir will like use his spear to like pull the tapestry itself is treasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they sell. People like to hang things like that on their walls,
Yeah.
so they'll pay for them.
This will definitely need cleaning, but yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. We're harvesting tapestries.
The spectrum of what is treasure is so wide. I had players once pull mahogany wall panels out of a dungeon as treasure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, like if it sells, it's treasure.
Yeah.
Anchovy, get in there. This is your thing.
Oh,
Problem.
All right. Well, before we get too happy now, he's going to scout around to make sure it's not like trapped or nothing. He checks behind it. Oh, looks like we're all good here. All right, boss. This is going to be about a pack 4, given the size of the tapestry.
Ooh, means it's too big for Cauldron to hold it. I can fit 3 slots of things into the Cauldron.
Maybe we should just leave it here and get it on the way out versus taking it in.
I mean, I can easily make space for it.
I think somebody has a lot of free space, right? I'm basically full.
If someone can take a torch from me, I can take it. Which the dwarf can. So the dwarf now has 5 torches. All right. I have the tapestry. I bundle it up and put it on my back.
Excellent.
All right. Shall we keep looking around and see what else we can find? Look at some of these towers. Maybe on the wall. There's like the one on the southeast corner here that we can look at.
Yeah. So if you keep following this wall, there's definitely spots for you to see. Like, so the walls that you're following, they're originally about 20 feet tall. A good portion collapsed here and there, but like the rest of the portions are still staying up. You know, you can see from the insides they're at least, like 1.5 feet thick or so. Covered in vines, ivies, kudzu, that kind of stuff, trees. So if you wanted to get up on a wall, it'd be relatively easy given the flora. Just gradual rubble. But yeah, you're correct that tower on the corner here is definitely something we could search about.
Yeah.
Want to head that way?
Yeah. Absolutely want to head that way.
Okay, grand. All right, searching around the tower here. It's quiet as the grave. Doesn't smell like death or nothing. Based on your estimations, based on what's available on the outside of this tower, it definitely looks like, at least the first floor is traversable. But, these towers have stairs and stuff going up to them, but you can't really see inside of it. Only it's just sort of the...
Does it have windows and stuff? Can I send patches flying about it? Go and look about a little bit. Am I able to talk to my familiar?
You can empathy.
All right.
So emotion.
So, Patches will be a coward. Patches will be scared if it sees something dangerous.
Yeah, definitely.
Bats are cowards. All right. I'll send Patches flying around by the windows and stuff and looking about.
All right. So, Patches, you do not feel like any sort of fear or anything in Patches.
All right.
Maybe we could. I wonder if this, like, the layout of all these towers is similar. Like, how, do we have a sense of how many stories this is?
Yeah, definitely. So there's 3 levels. There's 3 interior levels, and most of these towers, or at least the guard towers and stuff, they can have roofs, like tiled roofs. Yeah, so basically like a ground floor and then 2 more interior floors is kind of like the gist.
Okay, does the tower look pretty intact, or does it look like something that's going to fall down if we climb inside of it, seeing as it's part of a crumbling wall?
It looks like it's more leaning towards the crumbling part, but intact for now. Rudimentary cursory searches of like the first floor show that there is a lot of rubble below. But obviously Patches flew up to the second story, right? And had nothing to report, so.
Can we see if the roof is still intact and stuff, or is it falling?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, there's there's no roof, and it's definitely falling in on itself.
All right. Do we want to go in here, or do we want to be kind of like safe about it?
Anchovy says, "Yeah, let's rob this place too." I think if it's empty, like might be good to scope it out just to get a sense of what's waiting for us in the tower that we are going to really care to go into.
Yeah. All right. Anchovy looks around from the first floor, the rubble strewn. He's hunched over from the weight of the stones above him. Pokes around and it's like, see, it's pretty safe here. And then some rocks fall and he steps aside. He's like, okay, well maybe I shouldn't be poking so hard. I think it still seems pretty safe. He looks up and kind of squints or like kind of puts his hands akimbo and says, I bet you that. So the way up here is gone. Is definitely gone. But when we get to the second floor, I bet you that looks like the most intact floor. Not much else in here. So basically, this floor could collapse on you all at any moment. But the second floor seems...
But there's probably something on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's tempting. I'm scared.
Right. To be clear, that would be like the first floor would fall onto the ground floor. But the second floor seems like the most intact. Does that make sense? As I'm describing stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, well, Amir works up a stimulant herbal remedy for Anchovy. And
nice. You need enough for make it long with a 20. You can be doubled. You double the effects, either for 2 people or twice as long.
What do you think that do you think that this seems like a job for Anchovy, or should we give it to 2 people to go in, like to scope this thing out?
I'd give it to 2 people. I would say the townfolk, but I don't think that he's going to be willing to go in on his own.
Okay.
Or with just a hireling.
I'll just, I guess maybe I'll take the other one and Mira can stay back a little bit or come along. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at this tower, and it's like if it starts falling, I'm probably going to have to make a dex save or a strength save?
Yeah, the way I would typically rule it is, if you're trying to evade collapsing masonry or a falling tower, yeah, it's probably a dex save.
Yeah, and she has a -3 on that. She has a dex of 5.
Well, my dex is +0, so maybe I have no business being in tower. Crumbling tower.
Anchovy adjusts his collar. Wafts his hair.
Screw it. I'll go into the tower. Someone's got to do it. Mira will come with.
We'll space out. We'll distribute the weight. We'll move slow.
Okay. How are you getting to the upper floors?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mira probably couldn't. I have nothing to help with that.
There's access from the walls. Like you could probably climb up there and then kind of walk around to like a window.
Could you turn into something that could climb the walls and get to the higher floors, Paul?
Yeah, I can.
Because I just don't see a way for me to do it.
Although there is a problem of potentially getting back out. I guess I could drop things. Maybe shift again. Do we have any rope?
I brought no rope. Mira is weak. She takes all of her slots up to do very basic things.
Does our cohort have any rope? Our cohort has no rope. Iron spikes.
You said there was windows. Is there windows on like the 2nd and 3rd floors of this place?
More like arrow crenellations or whatever, but these ones have been eroded open.
Through?
On this one, there is. On this one, the arrow slits or whatever have given way.
Can we drive the iron spikes in on the outside of the wall into like bits of mortar in the wall and climb up the outside so that way we're not inside of it if it starts to collapse?
Yeah, definitely. And use those as foot weight supports. Yeah.
Yeah, make a ladder out of iron spikes on the outside and get up.
I think like maybe between being able to climb the wall, having iron spikes, like being able to get some access from the outside.
Yeah.
And I can certainly wild shape and maybe get back down 1 floor if I
absolutely had to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they can go ahead and go in and I'll work on the iron spikes on the outside. Or should we do all the iron spikes and then go in? Because what happens if I bang an iron spike and the wall collapses? Let's just do the iron spikes on the outside and climb up the outside. That way you don't have to risk your wild shape for the session.
Okay.
So we're going to call Anchovy out and start pounding spikes into the outside of the tower.
Yeah. Right. You can just have the spikes in the tower if you're willing to take the time.
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Nothing comes up from below. If anyone is peeking over the ledge, you will see that there is that baboon group that's about 300 feet below you. So just kind of hanging out. More like 400 feet. Yeah, but yeah, 300, 400. Yeah. Okay.
I'll set the townsfolk to watching them.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Drowder will
But don't
be
make eye
happy.
contact. Remember, townsfolk, don't make eye contact.
I Manling, the dwarf will make sure to be demure when looking at the baboons. Okay, who's the first one to climb up to look through? Is it Anchovy?
Yeah, with the stimulant.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
So we give our hirelings meth, and then we send them into the scary towers.
Well, don't worry, we'll take care of Anchovy.
Okay, great. You can see that it's relatively sparse. Although you do find bits of adventuring gear. Doesn't seem like you were the first group to use this place as a hidey hole or a campsite.
Mm.
What adventuring gear do we find?
You find 3 canteens. 2 of them are empty. One of them is filled with a potent potable. It to the discerning palate, it smells like a Thorkingen brandy. You also
Okay.
find you also find some spent torches, some broken crossbow bolts.
All right. So there wasn't much in here.
Mm-mm.
Do we want to keep searching towers like this, or do we want to go straight to Baboon Country? This seems safer than going to like something more like named for a 2-man group.
I mean, we
Picking
don't
up other
necessarily have to
finding
search
things.
every tower along the way. I think it's good to know, like, okay, they've got like 3 floors. Like, maybe we might have to, like find alternate ways up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just we have some recon now.
Yeah, we've gotten a little info about them.
What I would point out, as far as the towers go, and up here, maybe like looking out at the rest of the walls and such, is that so there is a line of about 4 towers. I would point out as like the next available ones. You are the first of the 4, so it's like 3 more before you get to the east gate. The one that is said a wreck tower in Baboon Country labeled, that would be like the 4th one. So between you, there is definitely a rubble tower, but following that, that one is definitely intact. All that's missing is the roof, as far as you can tell.
So we're like up at some elevation. We're able to kind of like see the next towers.
Yeah, exactly. And since you're in this one, I'm also saying like, based on the decay of this one, and it's that kind of pattern of decay, you can tell that the one next to you, like so the one directly north of you, is dog shit and basically just rubble.
Yeah.
But the one after that is promising.
From this vantage, is there anything just like
In the ruins?
terms of filling out this map, is there anything in this ruins that looks
Absolutely. You spot at least 2 sites of note.
Do you want to poke around at those?
I mean, we could always, double back on it or something like that. I guess I was just kind of trying to scout out the area so that those after us might have some more intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, like, this stuff kind of feels like small pickings compared to stuff that the main group's going to go for. Like, if we have a good-sized
That's
group,
fair.
I doubt they're going to want to go and, like, poke around at towers. They're going to want to go fight Setites or delve the nether reaches and stuff like that.
Well, maybe we kind of skirt this next tower since it's ruined and investigate this on the way.
Yeah, we can do
And
that.
then hit up the next intact tower just to see what's going on there.
Yeah. So we're intact tower time?
No, maybe one of these two ruin locations that you said potentially looked interesting from the aerial vantage. And then intact tower.
Gotcha. Okay. So the first ruin. This would be like the one that you're looking inside in the town. This one seems to be that this is a large, not necessarily administrative building, but maybe like used to be a large house domicile of some kind for somebody. Just based on the sort of size of the block and where the rubble is and how the trees have all been taken over. You want to prod around this house?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give it a look.
Okay. I would say unlike the other spots of the dungeon, this place, or I would say the ruins here, definitely smells like that waft of death on the air.
Hmm.
There's noticeably fewer baboon tracks around here.
Seems like even the animals are scared of this place. You hear that? No birds.
Yeah. I mean, we could definitely send my bat in to go and scout around a bit, but I don't like sending bats into confined spaces because the moment there's a spider web, it's like I lose my familiar, and that costs me 1d4 hit points permanently to get her back.
You think we
I
should
don't
just
know if
mark the note the smell of death on this building and keep going, or do you want to
You could just burn it out.
Hmm. What do you think?
Anchovy wants to do it. So does Relaxios.
All right, these boys want treasure.
We didn't come here to measure architectural soundness. We're here for the money.
Yeah. Send the thief in. We'll follow behind him.
Okay.
I'll try that stimulant again, just because maybe I should be saving this.
The
Whatever,
stimulant.
I had good luck.
Yeah.
Still active, or
Yeah.
okay? Then I'll
20.
wait. Yeah. Okay. Let's check it out.
Yeah. So, anchovy in front. We'll follow after.
Okay. No need for mapping around this area. This place definitely looks like it used to be some sort of nest, some sort of undead, but not anymore. Looks like it's been based on like the arrows in the walls or like crossbow bolts and the spell. You can see there's like sort of like black mold on certain areas, and you can see there's sort of like a splash of something that sort of like has eroded it away, as in like holy water has hit corruption kind of stuff, right? So this was a sign of some sort of battle of the relatively recent past. But as your hopes rise for the lack of dangers in this lair, they do kind of fall because maybe your expectations of treasure has also gone with it. But would you still like to search around?
Yeah, I would want to search
Yeah.
for
we're
a
here.
turn.
Yeah, you take your time. Okay. And there is something that's of note. In what almost looks like a discarded sack or a satchel, there is a outfit. A orange robe with purple trim.
Ooh.
It's definitely seen better days, but you can catch the ibis stitching on the insides. You know that this is a ceremonial robe for Thoth.
Hmm.
Yeah,
We could hold on to that.
let's keep that.
Nice. Anchovy
As a
also.
witch,
Oh,
does
go
it
ahead.
seem magical at all?
Negative, but
All right.
yeah, it's definitely a holy robe, for the Church of Thoth.
Okay.
So it could be convincing to Guardians of Thoth if that idea would ever cross your brain, Adam. I don't know if it would.
Yeah. Yeah, I think some people previously were looking for like ceremonial Thoth robes, so this may come in handy for somebody.
The thing is I wasn't even thinking of like tricking a Thothian guardian spirit thing. I just put on the orange robe because I thought it was silly to put a goblin in the
In the robe?
adult-sized orange robe. You have to run around in it. So that was the entire reason why he was doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Flex out sometime.
we'll put that in our inventory. I will write it down on my sheet. Because I assume we're using a torch to go around down here, so I have to mark off a torch anyways.
Yeah. Rolexios will uncover something else in here. Looks to be a tarnished gold ring.
Cool.
He can immediately assess it doesn't thrum in his ear with magic. But I don't think, does Rolexios know Mithric? Because he can read a inscription or see an inscription inside the band.
I'll check. He does not.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Well, unless Thanian. I don't know what that is. Is that even a language that we have in this system? In this setting?
No, but that would be like giant or
A common language?
yeah, or like Minotaur Thanian.
All right.
It's for like,
I'll probably change that to Thorsten or something.
yeah. There's some non-rule normality because I use the standard NPC generator. The Shadow Darklings. So just kind of smudge that stuff when it comes up. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I posted in the roles channel what it says. Oh, added a random comma. Fidosa Crassus Procuratoris. And Rolexios pockets the ring, saying, well, it'd be cool if I could read it. That's not magical. Unless one of you all want to carry it. It's a bit of treasure.
I don't have any spots for it.
He can hold on to it for now.
Theodosa Crassus Procuratoris. All right.
Okay.
Oh, Theodosa. Wasn't that a name we got a while ago? Tower of Scrutiny. There was something about I think something referenced someone by that name. I don't know, maybe not. No, that was someone else. Never mind. All right.
All right.
That was not one of the names.
No, it doesn't ring any bells.
All right. Keep going. Next one. Get out of here before the undead things that we're smelling come back.
Yeah.
All right. You said there was a second building that looked like it was of interest.
Yeah.
Go to that one and scout around it.
Sure. You do notice that there's a pack of giant rats that are currently feasting on something. There's about half dozen of them, kind of swarming and eating something in like an alleyway as you're going by.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna do my shadow dance spell, which lets me make something that looks realistic. Can I make it look like a man-sized giant snake?
Oh, wow.
Try to scare these things off.
Yeah, that would definitely do it.
15 will succeed.
Nice. Okay.
So I make this giant snake and have it slither in there. It makes all the sounds of it and stuff. See if I can scare off these rats and find out what they're trying to eat.
Anything greater than 16 will stick around. Okay, one of them hisses and can like mouthful of detritus, while the rest of them are leaving, being like, "It's my meal." But there's one lone rat hissing at this man-sized snake illusion.
And can we see now what they were eating?
Mm-hmm. Definitely looks like an adventurer.
Poor fellow.
Yeah, let's.
I mean, there's all I can say is adventurer because it's not necessarily a person anymore. It's just ripped up.
Yeah, let's do something about this last rat and then recover the corpse. Maybe it'll have something valuable on it.
I don't know. Amir can always tell it to, shoo. But we may just have to bludgeon it.
Yeah, we can bludgeon one rat. Right?
Yes, I mean, like Amir can use the animal speak to kind of help the illusion along. Really psych the rat out, get in its head.
All right, give me a charisma test as you try to intimidate.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, it fought for this meal. It's not giving it up.
Magic missile.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe one of our one of the others can take an action. Yeah.
Advantage, and then I have guy with sling that he can throw. He'll throw a rock at it too.
Yeah. Anchovy can shoot a crossbow bolt at it.
So he's gonna throw a rock at this thing for 1 damage if it hits with a 13.
Yeah, 13 would hit it. For 1. Okay.
You want to shoot your crossbow, Amir?
Yeah. 15 on a crossbow.
And then Relaxios is going to do his magic missile.
What's the damage on a crossbow bolt? D6 or D8?
I think it's D6.
4 damage.
Oh, well, 4 damage just kills it.
Rat
failed the magic missile.
Oh my god. All right. Well, the rat dies from the crossbow bolt, collapsing on its large meal, dying what it loves doing.
Did the other rats like fully fuck off, or are they?
Oh yeah. No, they're
Okay.
gone. They skedaddled.
They didn't just do the whole back up and hiss and like be scared.
No. They saw a man-sized snake. They're out. There's...
All right, I'll let the snake image go. At the start of my next turn, we'll go over and look at the body.
Yeah.
Anyone we recognize?
Unfortunately, or fortunately, no. Although you can say that this is a dwarf-sized person, or like a really fat halfling. But that's ostensibly male, if that extra rib means anything.
I'm unsure about the anatomy of dwarves or halflings.
Yeah. So
They're short.
Any gear or loot or bags or
yeah. So still on them is a short sword of working condition and 2 flasks of oil.
Cool.
Flipping around them as well. They do have a coin purse.
How many coins?
27 silver.
All right, I'll write the 27 silver down on my sheet. Just on my 300 coins.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to take the oil flasks? Because I don't have slots for it. Or do you not have space
I
anymore?
think we're basically full up on the sheets that I have in front of me because we loaded up on oil flasks already.
Well, Dralder will drop his club for the short sword. Because I assume you'd rather have that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. He can take 2 oil flasks. All right. Dralder has 2 oil flasks.
Very cool.
All right. Did you say there was 2 or 3 on him?
2.
All right. Well, we can spend one of them to burn the corpse, rather than let him get eaten or rise as undead. So I'll burn the corpse and move on.
Mm.
Oh, did he have one of those like dwarven religious stone things on him?
No.
We looked for that.
Yeah, but good question, but no. Very good question.
All right. We burn the corpse and move on.
Okay.
So we were making our way to that other interesting building.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This interesting building, though, you can hear. I mean, you kind of always been hearing the ambience of baboons in the distance and stuff. This one definitely sounds like rocks are moving. The sounds of scratching, some barking. Baboons are currently inhabiting this lively ruin.
Can we get an idea of how many?
I think that's pretty reasonable. Okay. So there's if you wait a minute, it'll be even you'll be even more certain. It seems like they're having a little bit of a spat between each other. Looks like there might be somewhere between 4 and 6. Like you can hear like that escalating barking.
I have a terrible idea. Man, I kind of want to use Shadow Dance because it allows me to make noise to just like make noises that sound like a baboon that like is demanding violence, like wants a fight and stuff, and make it. See if I can get this group of baboons to fight each other.
To Amir's trained expertise, I think they would know for sure that there's obviously some sort of competition over the spot already. So yeah, you could probably reverse engineer that sound from given given both of these groups are trying to be like, this is my spot. No, I was here first.
Yeah. You okay with me trying that, Paul?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Sounds like they're already having to go at it.
21.
Holy shit! Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna just try to make sounds. I'll have my bat like fly over the building, so it's like obviously not coming from outside, and I'll cast that, and the sound will come from in there among them.
Nice.
Somewhere between the two groups, so that they think the other group is making the sound.
Yeah, the threats turn loud. The I guess like from your bat's perspective, I'll just describe this to you. The gray-furred baboons, the surface ones, are getting run off by a large albino one that's kind of crawled out from somewhere and has claimed this spot. And the albino one has thrown a rock, at one of the leading ones after that sound. And the other baboons don't want that smoke. So you all see there's 4 gray baboons kind of like scurry out of there, just like asses wide out, just bolting away from this rubble.
Are you wanting to go in there, or are you wanting to just skip this one? Like,
I want to take down the white baboon. Like, it's what, like probably 3 hit dice? Do you think we can take it out with 5 people?
Yeah.
We have sleep. Could we sleep it?
Maybe we should save that for the baboon tower.
Yeah, so we probably have surprise if we hit him now, right?
Yeah, it just chased off the other ones. It feels triumphant. Resting on its laurels, perhaps?
We could just hit it with an oil flask and light it on fire. I could try to hit it with Puppet, then it can't move. But I think Puppet has an upper limit. Let me double check it. Level 2 or less, so probably not. I don't know. I'm not much use in a fight. I can throw oil flasks in there. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're really geared up for fighting. We don't have any way to take a hit. Nobody's got AC. Nobody's got hit points. So I'm kind of like, I'm like,
I don't know. I just kind of want to get treasure to the point where it's like I could potentially level up.
Yeah. Is there heavy signs of treasure here?
No. There's nothing that's obviously
saying,
glittering of
like,
gold or anything like of that.
I don't know. Like, is this
But-
the place with treasure? We're going towards a potentially large treasure. The treasure, like a famously lost treasure.
I will point
Yeah.
out. I will point out to you,
Why
Paul.
stop here to look at every,
I would point out to you, Paul, that it is kind of odd because you're not near any water, or maybe there's food or something like that. But
Yeah,
the
like,
reason
why
for
is-
why this guy's protecting this spot is unknown.
Yeah.
So there's potentially something valuable, at least to baboons.
Right.
Also, if we pick a fight with one of them, and then we say encounter like 20 of them at the tower, we can get kind of an idea of how strong these things are. Without, like, risking a TPK, because I don't think one of these is going to kill us off.
Yeah. Okay. Also, there's a chance that we make a lot of noise and draw a lot of attention and are not able to get to our objective because we pissed off baboons in baboon country by killing baboons.
I mean, I could try person-sized snake again. We're dealing with animals.
Yeah.
I mean, but this one's already shown it's willing to fight in order to defend its spot.
I mean, if we have the drop on it and we have like rogues with backstab and crossbows, and I have a bow and arrow and everything like that, maybe this is just one round of combat and it doesn't even get an opportunity. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it is interesting that they're fighting over it, but like, what do baboons value? It could,
Well, first things first, the Relaxios is going to cast Mage Armor on himself. Yeah, he succeeds on that. Then he has a dagger. I'll hand him, or he'll have a torch, and then we can throw oil flasks in there and then hit him with torches and hopefully light the whole area on fire. Does that sound good to you? Burn this thing out?
Sure.
Or do we want to hit it with more mundane attacks? Gather
Yeah.
stones and throw them in there.
I think the rogue should probably use the crossbow. I think anybody else who wants to throw an oil flask, like the dwarf.
I'll take the oil flask off of Drelder.
I mean, I can
Nice.
do a bow, even though, I mean, like, yeah. A bow, a crossbow, and an oil flask.
Drelder has his sling. I have an
There you
oil
go.
flask. Relaxios has, I don't know, a torch. He has a dagger. He's going to throw that first. And then Anchovy has his crossbow. First round, should I cast the snake and see if we can just chase it off? And when it turns to face that, we can pop up and shoot it in the back from the other side? If it doesn't run right away?
Maybe just more like, I don't know if we should try to encircle it. That's probably a lot.
That's more likely to get it to fight because it has nowhere to run.
Just more likely to be detected and lose our advantage.
Yeah. I'll cast the snake after the fight starts.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to try to ambush this thing and just fire off as a group at it.
It does seem oblivious to your presence, but you're not getting a good view on what exactly it's protecting. It's something on the floor, obviously, because there's nothing like dangling or anything like that nearby. It doesn't smell like food or anything like that. Can you all, anyway, the ambushers, can you all roll like a 50-50 for me? See whether or not you...
For each one?
Yeah, this would just be like additional detail that you might be able to be aware of. Nothing dangerous or nothing.
We got ones.
It's a
Or should I do it
50-50.
for all the...
Is a one good or not? You have to decide when you're...
I usually do low is good. So
Okay. Yeah.
because
All right.
that's how you do it on D100. So
Yeah.
I would say I probably failed that.
Sure. You hear reverberating in the ground. Reverberations of baboon calls
Mm.
from below, beneath.
Yes, it did crawl from somewhere. Seems like what they're protecting is this crevice in the ground. Probably another access to Ardenville.
I'd say we just hit this one and see what happens.
Okay.
So let's just do our attacks. I'm going to throw a rock instead of a oil flask on the first round.
Ooh, that would definitely hit. Their AC is 12. Anchovy would also have the double damage for the ambush
Okay.
because it is unaware of you.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
What?
A 6 is not a 12.
Nope.
Is that everybody?
I think there was an oil
Yeah,
flask.
I think we did. No, I decided not to throw it on the first round because I didn't want to burn whatever was on the ground.
All right.
So we're gonna hit it
Amir.
with a
Yeah.
bunch of little stuff.
Amir
Oh,
misses.
I need to throw a dagger. I have one more thing. What does he have as a bonus? Dex -2. 12?
12 hits. That's the target for one.
Another one.
All right. 3 damage done to it. All right. Now initiative time.
4 damage because I hit it with a sling also.
Oh, 4 damage total. Got it. Okay.
I don't think we do initiative for hirelings. They just go
Okay.
on ours.
Yeah, they go on yours.
Well, thank God.
So, Paul, you go first. That 19.
All right. I guess we're doing another bow shot. 7 misses, and then Anchovy is not going to move to do the reload.
Yeah. He doesn't get the ambush this time. If that wasn't clear.
Oh my gosh! Wait, did I roll that right? Yeah, I rolled that right.
Damn.
Wow.
All right. Start of my turn. Rising from the ground underneath it, I'm going to try to summon a big ass snake. 16 succeeds. I summon a big ass snake coming up from the ground under it.
Okay.
Don't know if that scares it at all. And then throw oil flask.
It fucking passes, dude. Oh, that's awesome. Ooh,
Smacks
that's
it
a
with
direct.
oil
Yeah,
flask.
okay.
That's from Alexios, the oil flask I gave him.
Yep.
And then I have the hireling is going to
Roll d4 for the damage, by the way. Okay.
And then 1d20 plus 2. This is a sling. Hits. 4 damage.
Ooh, okay. That actually will bring it down. So it catches fire, and then there's a clunk to the noggin. What do you know about wearing a wolf on your noggin? He's dead. That good slingshot. Cool.
Yeah, one last good slingshot.
Everybody just looks at the townsfolk dwarf and is like, "Wow, the arm on that dwarf."
The gray baboons that were here earlier, unlike the other rats who basically yeeted themselves into oblivion away from you and the snake, they're definitely like hanging out at far distance, seeing like, oh crap, now judging whether or not they're gonna have to fight you now for this cool entrance. But in the meantime, yeah, there's definitely a crevice in here, like the floor has given way. dropping below. Who knows? Beyond torchlight. And you can hear like the hooting and howling even in these caves.
Mm.
This sounds like it might be a way down to those baboon caves.
Yeah.
Do you want to mark it on the map, or should I?
Let's see. I'm not even sure where we are exactly.
Yeah,
Like
Eric,
somewhere
can
in
you hover
between
over
here.
where we're at?
I think we're in here somewhere.
Oh, too big. I thought it's here. It's across the street.
Oh, okay.
We were both doing across the street, but we were doing the wrong, different across the street. Which street it was? Yeah.
Oh, I should probably just do this on the. I should not Miro. I'm not like advanced level Miro yet.
You're good.
Text boxes, advanced level.
You can just we can just, instead of doing a post-it note.
There we go.
Yeah, whichever way is fine. I normally just spam post-it notes because it's, I don't know, just how I am.
All right. So we have another entrance into baboon territory. We've killed a baboon. Do we see anything else in here? Looking around, just the crevice down into a baboon cave.
Yeah, you see quite a set of discarded rat bones.
All right, so the baboons hunt the rats.
Yeah. Looking down the hole into the way they come up, you can also ascertain there's a ton of rat bones down there too.
How many does it sound like is down there? Like a lot or just a few?
Great question, buddy. It sounds like one continuous howl. Maybe the pitch changes, but there's almost always a sound coming from this cave.
So a lot.
Yeah, I would probably say, by your estimation on the frequency of baboons here, it's got to be at least 50, maybe more, probably more. Less than, somewhere between 50 and 500 baboons live in these caves.
All right, so we're hearing like the actual dungeon below. It's not just a little cave.
Yeah, you're hearing a lot of activity.
All right, good to know. Let's not mess around with this too much.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah, this is not for today.
This is not for two real adventurers that are not the most combat bent adventurers.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Right.
Combat.
Yeah. When your eyes are drawn to that tower in baboon country, you can see that there is definitely a troop of baboons up there that are almost like sentries. Like they're definitely looking around, and you see them that they're like kind of playing with rocks, like juggling with their hands and feet, several rocks that you would not enjoy being thrown at you.
Ooh, the baboons are messing with rocks.
Yeah, you see them trying to hit some birds occasionally. Like they never do, but they try. But yeah,
So
they're
we've
messing with
moved
rocks.
on towards the tower, the baboon tower. Yep.
Oh, you haven't left yet, but I'm just saying
I
what you
see.
will see there. Yeah.
What we can see. Okay.
I kind of want to fly my bat over it and try to like puppet one of these things to get it to throw a rock at another baboon and see if I can get the baboons to fight each other.
Beautiful. You will risk.
I don't know if I'll be able to puppet it though.
I do love your wild weasel tactics. You will be risking a rock missile.
Yeah.
Or several. Are you okay with that?
I don't know. I don't want to lose my bat. I literally can't reconjure her. 'Cause I will die.
What I will say is, and the way this will work is in my head, at least, and then I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. It will be like an initiative test, whether or not you can fly over there and get this thing casted off before they launch their stuff. That makes sense.
Well, I don't even know if I can possess these things, because do we get an idea of how strong this thing was? Like, we dealt like 11 damage to this. Would that be like a level 2 or a level 3 creature?
2-hit die.
Do you think?
That's a 2-hit die creature.
2-hit die. And is this a white baboon or more those smaller gray ones?
Now, the one that you just fell was a albino one. It was a white one.
All right. And then the ones in the tower are also albino, or are they
Correct.
grays?
No, those are albinos.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to try to fly my bat around there. Puppet has range of... Go into it.
Yeah.
Range close. I have to fly really close.
Amir can talk to them. Well, not really talk to them, but like, have some limited communication. Like earlier, you mentioned maybe being able to ask them about Garland. I don't know if.
Yeah, I don't know. I think these things are looking for a fight, is the way he described them. They were throwing rocks and like looking for things to throw. The rocks don't deal much damage, but I don't have much health.
Oh, I do have some healing, if a little bit. I
have 1 HP. I debated having this person die in character creation because they technically could have had negative HP.
Okay. Based on you,
minus
let me.
whatever.
I have some information for you that might change the situation. Based on your estimations, there's at least 5, maybe 9 that are awake. Somewhere in that range, between 5 and 9, moving around. It's kind of hard to track baboons, especially the ones that are in a tower. These are awake, like hanging out.
We could always just call out, see if one of them is one of the intelligent baboons, and he'll talk to us.
Yeah.
See if we can find information.
I mean,
you want to do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Do you want to call out to him? You're the druid.
Yeah, Amir will use his limited, I think it's like telepathic speech, I'm not sure, to call out to the baboons and I guess see if they know who this Garland is, or maybe even images of the the bone sickle.
It's not telepathic speech. It's just like a universal language of animals. So the animals respond in their own kind, but you can also kind of understand them. Does that make sense? It's like a many-to-one language of the druids. Or one-to-many, actually. So what are you going to shout out? What are you saying?
Maybe something like, we're looking for Garland.
Who seek Gray? You hear in a booming voice from inside the tower in broken Arcantian. So like you speak in Druid and it responds in Arcantian.
Oh.
Who seeks the Gray? Why you speak his tongue?
My name is Amir. I'm a traveler to Arden, and I was given a vision from the old tree to come here, in search of something.
Is that thing Garelad?
Yes, and Garland and something Garland has.
So you know come to trade. You come seeking.
We can trade.
Hmm. You don't seem prideful. You don't seem like you snake worship.
Oh no, we hate the snake worshippers. They're terrible.
Hmm. You come to follow and study under Garelad, yes?
Come to meet him.
Come to meet him.
I would like to learn what
You
he has
used-
to teach.
You use dodgy words. I will throw rocks, see if you dodgy that too.
We
he's not-
come to learn what he has to say.
He has nothing to say to you. He found new family. He happy now. If you no come to study and see his way, we have no business.
Perhaps we got off on the wrong foot. We come to see this, study and learn the way.
He might be stupid, but he's not that stupid. Sure. And I'm Monkey Uncle.
So are you the new family that Geralt had found? Are you his uncle?
No, I'm Rango.
It is good to meet you, Rango.
And he says I'm Rango as a large, white, pasty four-armed baboon crests to the top of the tower. Two arms down, kind of like holding himself up. The other two arms in the sky, both holding large rocks. Numerous scars about him. He looks young for a baboon. Eager to make his claim in the world. Rango think you no get Garelad. Rango no like attitude. You respectful, we won't throw rock. But no like. You're kind of at an impasse. You need to sweeten the deal or something.
Mm.
For the record, the four-armed baboons are not sleepable targets. That's pretty obvious to you.
Anchovy's got that giant rat on an arrow on a crossbow bolt. The baboons eat like the rats, right? And we bring snacks. Mira, any ideas?
Rango, what would you like for us to show you that we are serious in our efforts to learn from Garelad the Grey?
Sorry, can you say that again?
I'm just asking him what he would like for us to show that we're serious in our efforts to meet this Garelad. The Grey One.
Show me your magics. People like Garelad has magics. Show us magics. And maybe
Um,
Let's see. I can wild shape. Let's give that a shot. That might look like magics.
Mm.
turn into a small white baboon or something.
Yes, I'll become Baboon. Please. No. I have no luck. I don't have luck.
Oh man.
I'm like, oh yeah, if I were
Um,
I'm a little blocked right now.
Performance anxiety. It normally doesn't happen.
This doesn't happen.
You try to lie to Rango. You smell like liars.
I can conjure images that can be fun to see.
You use big words. Conjure.
Magic words.
I make things look like they aren't. I can. And I
You
will
make things look
try
the way
to-
you talk. 2 arms scratch his chin. 4 arms stroke his chin as you go. Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm going to conjure a. I'm going to conjure a small. Can I conjure 2 images of like little people that are like fighting? Just like something entertaining, like I don't know, something that would be fun to watch. What do I think a baboon would like to watch?
Yeah, I'm not going to help you. I want to know, as a player, what you would put forward.
I can make a person-sized image, and I want to kind of make 2 very small people fighting each other. Because I think the baboons would enjoy that.
Yeah. Oh, they absolutely would. A raucous uproar from the tower. They like that. They like watching humans fight. You hear Rango quietly talking to the other baboons when you do that, be like, "No, that looked nothing like when Garalad make judgments. Less blood." As they are.
Oh no.
Oh, Garalad is absolutely the one in the Ruby Throne Room.
I don't know if I'm familiar with the
Dun
Ruby
dun
Throne,
dun.
but I'm realizing that we're probably breaking into jail here.
A little bit.
They like
He's the one that sticks like 50 baboons on people.
Mm.
I thought he was a baboon, but apparently he's not. Or maybe he is. I don't know. I thought that was a baboon. Maybe it's a druid. Garalad might be a druid.
Interesting.
Wild shaped as a baboon permanently. That might be interesting. Maybe you could learn how to turn into bigger, like more threatening things from him, because he's a big ass baboon. I don't know. It might be a downtime thing. Like, get contact with him now, and then maybe we can like meet him in the future.
Yeah.
I like
I don't know.
I think what it would end up happening is that they like your magical performance, Mira, but they're not willing to give you any sort of passage or anything like that. But if you're willing to write a message or give them something like to pass over, they will bring the message to Garalad if you want.
Yeah.
Should we write to study?
Yeah.
Learn and
Writing to study under someone as powerful as Garalad might be useful.
Hmm. and we request passage to parlay.
Well, not even to parlay. I think we have to come as like subservient, not
Okay.
someone equal that's trying to. Because I think that's a big thing with the baboons is they like to feel powerful compared to others. So I think we have to come as like subservient if we want to talk to them. We got to be weak enough that they don't think we're being uppity, but strong enough that they don't think that we can be bullied.
Well
So
said.
showing magics and stuff, showing powerful magic that can entertain them, but also be dangerous to them is a pretty good way to do that.
Oh wait, we have a magic missile.
No, we don't.
We
Not
had
right
one.
now.
Had one. Oh yes.
I tried to shoot a rat with it, and it totally failed.
Womp womp.
Light. Okay.
I don't know. I think that we should take this as a win, what we have.
Yeah, we got
here,
some good info. Yeah.
and send a letter with Rango and ask that he deliver it to the Gray for us.
Yeah.
And do you want us to write that now, Eric, or
No,
can we
you
send
can.
that
You can take some time to have a thought about it, have a think, and then tell me what it is you write and give it over. I'll allow you to do that.
Okay.
Do you want to write it, or should I? You're the druid. You're the one with the quest to like.
Yeah. Okay. I'll write it. I'll chat with you afterwards, and we can do it. But I'll post it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, past that.
Like we humbly request admission to Baboon High School.
Here's my transcript. I see you majored in crab.
Yes.
I mean, your crabs have been kind of impressive. They've done good work.
Okay.
Is there a way for him to get like more like supernaturally kind of animals that he can shapeshift into than?
There is one like talent increase or whatever that you can roll for where it like increases the damage die size of your wild form by 1. So like that could become like a D8, I guess, to 10, 12, whatever.
Would that be like
20?
You could shapeshift into a 4-armed baboon? Was after you do that? I don't know. That would be the thing with druids is like you see all these supernatural monsters down here and stuff, like these animals.
Yeah, if you could train with Gerlad, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to learn like those types of extra maneuvers that like other people are doing it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm letting other people do some kind of like extracurricular training with random people. So I don't see why that wouldn't work. That sounds cool.
Okay.
Assuming you can parlay and he doesn't just kill you.
Yeah.
There's a chance that you go down there to meet Gerlad and he just like rips your arms off.
It's true. He could kill you with your own arms. Okay, cool. So are you guys going to go back to Goblin Town or something? Or are we still playing?
We could go and look for like another ruin to look at. We could just scout out what's outside the east gate here. There's a couple of things out here on the map. Like there's what looks like a farm or something, and then like a building over here. We could look at what those are. See if they're anything of import.
Yeah, I'm down.
Over here. Because we heard that there was a was it Isadora or Isabella? It was something. Something. She had an estate out here, from what we had heard.
Is it the thing labeled blue that says "Interesting ruin estate belonging to Isadora of the Sorgens"?
Oh, that might be it.
Possibly.
Because she basically bankrolled the Sorshins.
Yeah.
Like, so. Which was like the civil war that ended the city. So I feel like there's going to be money there.
Yeah. It may be more than we can get into in an hour, though.
Yeah, but we can look at it and see if there's like, oh yeah, here's 4 giant stone golems wandering around the estate. Let's not fuck around with this.
Okay.
We can just kind of like look at it quick before we head back.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna make our way up there after handing off a letter to Rango.
Dear Ringo.
Okay. My dearest Rango. Okay. Grand. So let's go check out. So we're going past the east gate to the farmhouses first. And then up there?
Yeah. See if there's
Nice.
anything out here and then up there.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me do a quick roll. Okay. Yeah, that farmhouse out here on the road, you can already see the webbing. Like at the gate, there's a lot of spiders in there. That's for sure.
All right. Do we want to use our sling and throw some oil flasks at it, burn out some spiders,
Yeah.
and then just run away? Just because spiders are gross.
Want to do some minor arson?
Arsenary is fun. Who knows? Maybe
Sure.
we'll get a few XP points out of it. Burn
Yeah.
a spider to death. So
Some
we're gonna
crime brulee.
Just a little arson and robbery.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I'm gonna roll, throw some oil. 18.
Yeah, you can get close enough. 10. That's all you need is a 10. That's perfect.
And we're using a sling, so it's like even
Yeah.
further that we could
Yeah.
chuck it.
Up it goes. You can hear you could smell the webbing burning. There's so much of it. You hear the screaming and the hissings of the spiders and the popping. You don't see any spiders run out on fire or anything like that. Just curious. But other than that,
Do we want to go look at something else and then come back after this is burnt out and see if there's anything in there that's worth picking over?
What else is close?
yeah, it's gonna be burning for a while, mates.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, what's close?
Well, webs are generally very flammable
Oh.
too in other systems, so
Yeah, there is another tower past the east gates that's of note. You could check out. There's still this whole North Country ruins that really hasn't been thoroughly explored either, as well as that estate today. If you want to do anything like that today,
You wanted to look at that estate, didn't you?
yeah, I just want to look at the estate. Can we go look at it and see if it's like intact and stuff?
oh yeah, definitely. So this was a once elegant vista. You could just tell from even like the dilapidated, floor and everything covering it. This place was a grand mansion. In the classic Arcantian style. Your atrias, chambers for days. But it seems
Just
relatively quiet. Doesn't smell like death. That just seems quiet. I think if you approaching the estate rather than the smell of death, you actually smell the smell of stale wine and vinegar.
Hmm.
The roof of this place is long gone. right? Your initial survey at the house shows it's been stripped, of any kind of like obvious goods, right? So maybe that's the rumor of it being picked over. It also definitely smells like of rank wine.
Mm.
Do we want to look at it?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we're gonna approach the estate.
Mhm.
Can we look around and see if there's like
Other
track
ways in.
marks of like people or animals or anything like that?
Totally. Can you roll a d4 for me? And you have like a 75% chance of success. Perfect.
But
3.
okay, there you go.
Yep. You come across a large mark on a tree. It's like an axe went into it. But then you see like another one slightly underneath it, so like a pair of axes went into this tree. This would be something like a very large claw. To you, Amir, assuming gets pointed out. I don't even this strains even your own like druidic knowledge of what it could be. Some kind of large.
Big for a bear.
Yeah, it could be. It's too big for a bear. Like it doesn't line up to be a bear, but it's definitely something like a bear. Mammalian.
Cave bear.
Amir's like pointing out all of the ways it's similar to certain things and different than others. Like, it looks like it could be this, but it's not like it was this one.
Yeah. Like, the party did encounter that large badger before.
Would this be bigger or smaller than that? Well,
Bigger.
I died in that session, so
Bigger than a badger.
bigger than the badger.
It's something big.
Okay. Do we not want to fuck with giant badgers? I kind of want to fuck with giant badgers, but at the same time, I don't. Like there's
Badgers,
no way this thing would be
mustelids?
sleepable.
Badgers are mustelids, right?
Mustelids?
Mustelids. That's the family of like ferrets and stuff.
Mm.
I'm gonna assume they are. So like I'm gonna say that they're in that same family. Whatever this is that it's not a badger.
Are European badgers or not?
What the what the heck? Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, American badgers are farther away from European badgers than they are from a weasel.
Oh. Yeah. So like this could either be a giant like dire otter, a giant dire wolverine, a giant dire mink, or like a dire weasel or something like that, like something very, very large in that kind of family.
All right. So not today, but this might be a good boast for someone that wants to like be like, I will get the pelt of this giant beast. Great hunt.
Yeah, it's made its home here.
Hunting.
Yeah.
Definitely not me. Miro would not do that.
Yeah, I think again, like the claw marks are not just like scary. It should give you the impression of Jurassic Park and seeing like a T-Rex footprint. Okay, like this thing is definitely scary. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the stakes of this is very strong, very high.
This is what we're gonna bring to the Hunter's Lodge.
Oh yeah, they would probably rock that. They'd be sick with that.
If we bring it alive and sell it to the arena.
Yo, brother, that would be if you did that, that would be insane. That would be awesome.
Even just to fit it down there.
Yeah, I don't know how
That
you're
would be
getting
a
it down there, but that would genuinely. I mean, imagine just bringing this to let alone not the arena. Just imagine bringing this to the damn goblins and getting it down the stairs. Like that would be awesome.
Just
Oh
like
man,
Gulliver's Travel, some giant badger,
yeah. Oh
a
my
giant
god.
dire otter. Just like Gulliver's Travel, pin it down to
Maybe
the
this
ground.
is something that could like help with the dragon. I don't know. I don't know at some point if we're gonna have to kill the dragon, but maybe
We're gonna ride a giant dire otter to fight the dragon. That's why we're gonna flood the lake, is so we can ride our giant dire otter.
Yeah.
into the lake.
Never-ending story. You all riding this giant ferret? Yeah. Oh, that'd be funny.
All right, so we're not messing around with the estate today. Maybe I'll do some investigations into it and stuff.
Yeah, that'd
No,
be cool.
I can't do downtime right now, so because Mira's my only one not on downtime because Zeros keeps getting the shit kicked out of him. And Leper Lopper, I put a month of downtime on him to read some books.
Well, I guess
Um,
with that, do we want to kind of plan our exit?
Yeah, let's make our way back to town. We got the tapestry and a few coins. Got a lead to make
you grabbed the
contact
tapestry?
with a baboon. Yeah, we did.
Nice.
Mira's carrying it.
Oh, I didn't have 4 spaces for it.
I gave off a torch to a hireling, and that gave me enough spaces to hold it.
Okay.
Sick.
So yeah, we're gonna make our way back out.
Okay.
Should we try to burn out those sting bats or whatever they're called from that tower on our way out? Hit that with an oil flask too.
Sure.
Even if we just like burn down the tower.
Mm. Is this the interesting obelisk, or is this?
No,
No, it's Southgate or something like that.
Okay.
It just keeps having sting bats or something like that in it, and it's like we don't want to be ambushed coming up the stairs, and we're risking it every time.
Throw the sting bat repellent in the tower and shut the door.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
maybe. And then they come out and eat us as we try to make our way down the stairs.
Yeah, that's that's on the table for sure. Oh damn, my plan.
Maybe if we light the tower on fire and then hit it with the repellent, it'll like put the repellent in the smoke and really drive these things out. Just like tear gas the sting bats.
They'll just be in the other tower next time.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to burn down the tower so that it's not there anymore, so we don't have to worry about it. But man, I want that dragon to be gone. Like, I feel like there's so many interesting things we could do with the surface here, but like every time I want to do something, it's like, but that'll piss off the dragon.
It's true. It's up to you.
Yeah, I guess now you have to worry about every time you kill somebody if the dragon's gonna get upset about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go up to it and
All
say,
right.
"Mother, may I?"
And I don't want to do that. So
Yeah.
we are going to just leave, I think.
Makes sense.
Down the stairs.
All right. No encounters down the stairs. All right. Final selling the tapestry. I'm including that for your gold share here. Your XP share is 136. Your gold share is 145. Because that townsfolk with the sling eating into your XP. I mean, he did save your life against that baboon, though, so maybe that's fair.
Worth it.
Yeah. The tapestry of Arden is worth 400, for the record. but with the treasure value of the robe and the gold ring and stuff like that as well. That's where your money was coming from, and the silver.
Well, good thing you called out that tapestry. I was like, oh god, some monsters behind this thing. What's going on?
Oh. Tapestries are a classic treasure item, underused. They're so annoying.
Always
to get
upsets me though when I try to pull them out and it's just like it disintegrates when you touch it.
It's like I wanted, yeah.
That's how it's written in a lot of modules. All right. Orange robe with purple trim is going in the vault.
Nice.
As are 2 flasks of insect repellent. Someone should pin the vault channel or thing.
Yeah, I have no idea where that is.
Yeah. Here it is. Pin, pin, pin. Where's the pin? Pin.
Nice.
Oh yeah, pin it.
Nice.
Pinning in the name of. Nice. Great. Well, fun session, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
that
for
was
playing.
some good reveals. Yeah, thank you.
Glad we could have a cozy little 2-player session today. All right. Cool. Well, take it easy.
Yeah.
See y'all later.
Thanks for running.
See ya. Thank you.
Cheers.